All right, Shalom. We're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone through well. Salutations to the whole select out there, man. That's you, Akim, to Zadakim, and Aquakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. The Aquakim listen to truth and sincerity, okay? Hey, we the brothers of Great Millstone. We've been blessed another week to come out and teach the word of the Lord. What we're going to get into is, dealing with brothers with integrity. All right, not defrauding brothers, okay? Because guess what, man? Every brother is like Yahweh Shai. You got to treat every brother like he's Yahweh Shai, or how you like yourself to be treated, And that's what the scriptures talk about: true brotherly love, agape. All right, so got any precepts on that?
Yeah, this is 1 Thessalonians.
Well, first of all, what's the inspiration of this topic? You had a guy out there in North Carolina, the bar assumption, and he was defrauding, I think, brothers in GMS affiliates.
The bar dollars,
the bar Dama, right? Constantly, I need money from you. Then I go to the next guy, I need money from you. I also heard that he was charging $125 for a garment, man.
What?
Yeah, so it's like, you tell one brother, I just make garments for sincerity. It's not about the money. Yeah, I'm gonna charge you 60, and they ain't gonna charge the next man 120 something. So, basically what brothers were saying, they kind of found it hard to believe, because when I'm hearing, he was in the truth for like 10 years or something like that, or a little bit more. So brothers was like, damn, a guy like that, you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. But then the truth, which is how about Shemel Shah bringing out the truth, it always comes to light. Matter of fact, real quick, let me get Luke 12 and 2. Let me get Luke 12 and 2. Shah.
This is Luke chapter 12, verse 2. And it says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed.
Yeah, lying, sneaking, being deceitful brothers, trying to run a fucking Ponzi scheme, and you know what I'm saying? I need this for my son, but who knows what you're gonna really need this for? All that shit, the Most High is gonna bring it to light. All right, go ahead.
It says, neither hid that shall not be known.
Right, so if you're trying to play the camp, really, you're just playing yourself, man. Exactly. All right, because this thing right here is not a thing of men. Right, this is the Most High using men, but this is the Most High's program. So when you defraud brothers, all right, that's like spitting in the Most High's face.
It's like defrauding the Most High.
Pretty much, man. You know what I'm saying? And that shows a complete lack of fear, because you don't think there's not going to be any repercussions. All right, if you truly have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you always deal upright with his men, because you know that the eyes of the Lord, all right, are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Those are them angels, recording every single act that we do.
I got a precept. Back up on that. It says, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right, what's an evil work? Defrauding the brother. Yo, I need 100 real quick. Right, water. Yo, I need 200 real quick. Next thing you know, you got a little racket going where you working less. You're not even really, your whole, what this nigga did? Before did that shit, bro. That dude from Trinidad.
Yeah, he was doing that.
You was doing that. You in fucking Trinidad, but asking every camp in all the states about your problems, man. You know what I'm saying? So that type of shit, guess what? You might not get judged right away, but that's the Most High building a case against you. That's right. All right?
It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men are fully set in them to do evil.
Right, so I ain't get away, nothing happens to me. I got away with it. So the nigga's gonna keep doing it. And you know what? It only gets worse. It don't get better. Meaning the shit that he's asking for is only gonna get more grandiose. It's right, you know what I'm saying? And then the Lord's gonna build it up. That when it blows up in their face, you can't say, "No, I didn't do that." Nah, motherfucker, we have a track record. This is why the scriptures speak about a good name, because if you have a good name and a good report among men, if some allegation come against you, at least you can have certain men say, "Nah, this brother don't get down like that." But if you got one brother saying the same shit, another brother saying the same shit, then you got a bad report amongst the camp. You don't want that, bro.
I don't know. So it says, though was sinning through evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, like these international bankers, these Edomites, they do all kind of wickedness.
Yeah, and these heads of these other camps, right? Because we've been getting on Nate and Johanna, so with the apostles and elders for decades. So someone might say, well, you know, them guys might be men of the Lord because look, you know, nothing's happening. But nothing is happening until something happens, like Comfy.
Yeah. See, Comfy
took his ass out.
Yeah. That dude Comfy had a bus with his name on. He even had a dog. A dog. That's an idol.
Eventually, the Most High takes these niggas out, but the Lord is also using them. That's what you gotta understand. The scripture says the deceive and the deceiver are his. So them niggas could just be gathering up a lot of the unwanted, the undesirables. Niggas that want to grow dreadlocks or have their shit lined up, call themselves an Israelite. Okay, I'm gonna set up a prophet that bring people like that in there. You know, just to judge their ass.
It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Lord Yahweh.
Right, so this thing shouldn't be a man-pleasing thing, or you do this thing for eye service. You should be trying to do this thing to work out your own salvation and be on the good graces of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And what that nigga was doing, the Fraud brothers, now look, nigga, now you're infamous. Right? Now your complete name is tarnished, alright? And you just seen as a fucking demon because that's what you are.
Fucking demon.
And again, this wasn't the first, it probably won't be the last. But to you brothers out there, I'll say this much, man. It happened to a lot of younger brothers. You notice stuff like that, it don't really happen here in the main camp, right? Why? Because the apostles and elders have seen it, you know? So them brothers that happened to, look, bro, it's fucked up. You got the $40 cash or whatever your time and resources. So use it as a learning experience, okay?
You gotta understand this right here too. A lot of young brothers, they gun him. Because you got somebody that calls himself an elder, you see he got a graze in his bed, automatically think he's an elder, and he can be, defrauded you, like what's it called, the brother brought it out too, I forgot the name, the name, a grifter, yeah, a grifter is like a person that defrauds people, man.
You use the word slithering.
Slithering, slime.
It made me think about Harry Potter, that hat that determined your house.
Yeah.
And if you was, there was a house in Harry Potter, the snake, and that fucking hat was going slithering. I think it was how Slytherin, he's a slimy nigga, bro.
But you know,
Slytherin snake.
Same thing goes with these men that's doing this, like the four other people, you know what I'm saying? Out of cash, man. You know, asking brothers for help. And there's an order in Great Millstone. If a brother need help, they go to a certain brother, you know, and the certain brother will let everybody else know in the chat this brother is uptight. He needed some more collection. And that's how it's done. You know what I mean?
But even in that, you kind of, you know, I can say it, that's my office, right? And another brother's office, right? You got to really judge the matter too, right? Like, okay, like, you know, you can't just say, okay, here's the money. You don't do it like that.
What you need it for?
You know, what do you need it for? You know, kind of, you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got 1 John 4:1. You got to try the spirits and stuff like that, you know, and set up particular parameters.
What do you need the money for? I mean, is it for a bill? It's for to get a part for your car, to get your car up and running again? What is it for? If it's for some fucking frivolous bullshit, then it's not gonna come to fruition. It's not gonna come through. Brothers are like, nah. You know what I mean?
Like in Luke chapter 12, verse 3, it says, therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light.
Right. You know, you gotta understand too, niggas are gonna come into camp. So imagine a nigga that's always been a nigga coming to camp and he's around a bunch of men that are very charitable, man, and want to treat you like they want to be treated. That's new to him.
He's gonna take advantage.
He can take advantage of that shit, man.
Or he can grow, become a man like the rest of the people that he's around. Because the people that you keep company with, you know, it tends to rub off on you. So you a nigga and you coming in the truth, and now you trying to put away that niggatry, and you're around men, real men that's charitable, and that's striving for righteousness, and brotherly, you're gonna tend to like, you know what? I can't do this to this guy. This guy is too brotherly, man.
The scriptures, the Apostle Paul says, put away the superfluity of naughtiness.
Exactly.
Superfluity means a residue.
Yeah.
So all that little niggery shit that we had on us in the world,
You gotta get rid of it.
we gotta slowly get rid of that shit, man.
Praise to the Lord.
Yeah, that's
It
it.
says, and that which ye have spoken in the air in closets shall be proclaimed upon the house.
Right, and all them conversations, now look, it's right on Front Street. Selling $120. Look, man, I've been in this truth. I've been in the camp 13 years, but I've been in the truth 14 years. I got 2 garments, man. I don't know how much I paid for it. Probably like $20, bro. Brother helped me out. Yeah, I can put a patch on it. No problem. What the fuck we doing? Get $120 garments, bro?
Yeah,
What's going on with that
I
shit?
paid $40 for this garment. And it looked like it's a rough, rough garment, you know. I paid $20 for no $40. And the up one I got, I paid what, $25 for it? The green and white, the green and beige one I got, and the green and gray one I got.
You know what, too, bro? A lot of guys, like, you know, they have the Bible in their hand, but they don't truly understand the scriptures. If you understand the scriptures, the Lord blesses you when you give.
That's
You
right.
know, that you don't want to come in this thing and just constantly taking. You gotta be able to give, man. Give back to brothers. I mean, look, you don't gotta fucking do a public and yo, I gave tithes, I gave. Don't make a big deal about it, but the most I will reward you secretly, whether it be promotion at your job, some help taken off of you, or whatever. So when you give it back, trust and believe. You give it faith, but most I always give it back, man.
That's right. You may be uptight, and the brother that's here, take this right here, it's for you.
That's
You ain't
why
even
that-
asking for it.
That's why that nigga was probably always asking for money, because the Lord is like, I ain't gonna give this nigga shit, man. Because all you're doing is take, and not coming up with any solutions, bro. You know, part of this truth is also being a fucking man, bro. And you gotta learn as a man how to go out there and go get it, bro. Yes, we have the brotherhood to help us out. Certain times, bro, you gotta learn, like, look, man, I'm in a hard situation. Let me try and at least figure it out first.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, before I run and shit, let me try and figure this shit out. Like, what am I doing different? You know? What can I do different? Because this doesn't constantly happen.
First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 6, it says that no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter.
That's it. You know? And if you a guy that's been in this thing 10 years, fuck, man, even in a year, bro, you should. That's just basic. You don't gotta be no deep guy to understand that, man. Don't defraud people. Even people in the world know that. You're not supposed to defraud people, man. That's regular. That's not we jumping in Revelations. Nah, man, don't defraud a man.
I got a scripture back.
Hold on 1 second. Is there more of it?
It says, because that the Lord is the avenger of all such.
Damn. So the Lord, you said avenger?
Yep.
So the Most High, that's the thing too. Like, you know, you kind of be like, man, if this guy playing me, don't worry about it. You know, just give, and the Lord will avenge. If that's the case, you know, like the Most High brought his life with this dude. So
How long was he doing it?
I don't know, man. A very long time, man. And that's the shit. Like I said, you don't see that happen here in New York, the man camp, because it's brothers have been through shit like that, so we're gonna nip it in the bud right away. Like questions are gonna be asked and yo, so what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro. But them brothers out there, especially I heard it was affiliate camp, so you know.
He was doing it to the he was doing this to the affiliate camps and brothers that was young in the faith. You know what I mean?
So he was very tactical in what he was doing.
That's
In
like
other
being a
words,
snake.
nigga can't be like, yo, you know what? I didn't really know. Nah, nigga, you know what's up, bro.
What you doing?
What you doing, bro? You was trying to take advantage of the younger men.
In the
Did
affiliate
take
camps,
advantage,
you got GMS on your name, so what you're doing is the affiliate camps, they affiliate, so they reference the priests and the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. So when you ask for a favor, first and foremost, it's a process you have to go through. You have to go through the apostles, not the apostles, the elder men. You know, and it was more than what brothers could get together with. You know what I mean? 100 people go, $5 a man, or 20 people, $10 a person, giving that person what he needs, and nobody's defrauded, nobody's hurt. You know what I mean? Nobody's pockets is broken because of the fact that it was done in order. If you're going by people's back, yo, listen, man, well, I need $500.
He was living a business life. The scriptures tell you don't do that. You can't be going from one man to the next, because that man is also working. You know?
Nobody in Great Millstone is rich. I got a precept you ain't got to know. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5. Defraud ye not one the other. It says, except he be with consent. If a brother is willing to give you something, man, out of the bottom, say out of the kindness of his heart, and he's consenting with you, he's consenting, all right, you need this right here, but don't lie to the man and defraud the man out of his funds. He's struggling like you struggling. Same way you struggling with your bills, same way he may be struggling with his bills. He's being brotherly with you, and he's going to share what he has with you. if it's not going to break them. But I heard that certain brothers got take it for a large amount of money from this guy, man. Take it for a real ride, man. And that's wrong, man.
Yeah, bro. You see the thing too, bro? You have to be able to somewhat
Use discernment, man.
Yeah, use discernment, but say things that might be unpopular. Because it could be like, you know, the affiliate guys, you a young man, 7 other guys are saying we should get to this guy, he's been in this thing. But in your mind, you're like, yo, wait a minute, bro.
I don't even know him like that.
Yo, this is yo, you know what I mean? So sometimes you brothers gotta, hey, we kind of counsel about this. Let's talk, not kind of. Can we counsel about this? You know?
Let's talk about it. These
Like,
brothers get their opinion.
Yeah, like, you know? Like, yeah, for example, all right, this dude is always uptight, asking us for money, but what is he giving back? Did he say, yo, brother, I'll pay you back? Or, you get what I'm saying? Because that also tells us, you can break down a lot from that whole situation. But that's a part of growing in this truth. It's like part of using discernment, reading spirits, judging situations, and building experience. Because at the end of the day, the Lord is building us and raising us up to be leaders.
Judges.
That's exact judges, the water, brother. And that's why these situations arise, yo.
He said something a few years ago. He said, yeah, man, you in the camp and everything, you in the truth. You gotta have a little street smarts going on. You know what I mean? You gotta ask questions, man. You can't just, you know.
I remember about 5 years back, probably 4 or 5 years back, you had this one guy, he'd been left the camp, he was on 34th Street, and every week, he had some kind of excuse why he needed some money, and then,
mind you, this girl was like
too much change, he was asking brothers for a tour, brother, you know what I mean? He was asking brothers in the camp to help pay his rent. Every week he had an excuse of why he needed some money. So the apostle, then at the end of the camp, the apostle had a center where as brothers that was uptight, they go to the side, and they get taken care of. But the apostles put that in the butt, like, yo, we ain't doing that no more, man. You know?
I remember that dude came up, crossed the hall, like, yo, get out of here. You know? And look, the whole thing with the uptight thing too, that was the spirit, because again, sometimes as a man, you gotta learn how to figure it out, man. You gotta most high. Again, don't make it your first thing, man. Like, I'm just gonna run, and you know what too? That could create a habit, right? A habit to where, like, you know a particular situation is about to arise, but you're not gonna try to bust your ass. You're gonna fall back on the kid, right?
Yep.
But that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Uptight situations for, you know, emergency, I'm in the gym, I tried every possible solution, you know, what have you.
I just think brothers to help me out with this
Yeah.
particular time.
Yeah.
But it was the same brothers coming up every week, week in and week out, being uptight. Same brother. That's why the apostle was like, yo, wait a minute. We know this, man. I'm noticing something, you know what I mean? They brought it out like how it's the same brother that's always uptight. You know what I mean? So he said, this is not a welfare. That's like he said, this is not a apostle told us, this is not a welfare case, man. It's not a we don't deal with welfare, man. We look out, but from now on, any brothers need help, you go to one particular brother, and that brother goes to this brother and this and that third, and we get things situated. And that's how it's been ever since. So there's no defrauding going on, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 4. It says, take ye heed, every one his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant.
Unfortunately, that's just the scenario. You know, you got guys that will come in and just try to finesse the brotherhood, take advantage, right? So, hey man, that's gonna be a curse for your ass if you do some shit like that. So we don't want to do things like that, man. Sometimes, you know, you get skeptical because you're like, wait a minute, we in Babylon, right? But the scripture does says this is the golden city, meaning there's a lot of opportunities. It's not like we're in a fucking third world country and shit, or you know, on the islands, a lot of jakes on the islands. That's hard. That's like, yo, you want to work, but there's no fucking jobs. But in America, there's a lot of different. You got gig work, bro. You can jump on an app and do an Instacart. You can find ways, like.
There's many ways to make
There's
money.
hella ways in Babylon. There's so many different ways in Babylon to make money, bro. You can literally, if you have a car, do Instacart.
You can do DoorDash.
Do whatever.
Uber.
You can do Uber. There's so many ways. Especially, look, if you're a grown man and the Lord has blessed you with your extremities to work, when you're not ill, you should be working, man.
Exactly.
You should be working, bro.
It says, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders.
Yeah, you know, and look, it's also a balance. This is what I'm talking about. You got to read spirits, because sometimes a brother could ignorantly not knowing you kind of fucking up, you know? Like, oh shit, Salaki, bro, I didn't even know I was taking it. I didn't know I was acting. Well, listen, you know, and then you have the conversation with him. Because again, certain men, especially younger guys or whatever, you know, you know, you got to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. So at least conversate with the person, have a counsel. And that's what those brothers should have did. Like, you know what, brother? You constantly ask him, look, I know you're an elder or whatever, but, you know, what's the situation? You know, like, what, you know, what's the root cause solution to this? You know, but eventually the spirit had to come to light anyways, man. See? You could say, they could talk a lot of shit about our apostles and elders, but stories like that don't come up with apostles and elders. You don't hear people saying shit like that. Like, I left Great Millstone and all they did was take advantage of me and take. We don't get down like that. See what I'm saying? So that's why when you get like precious name or good name, precious name is better than gold. That's why it's important to follow these scriptures, all right, and have a good report about you, right?
Good name is better than precious. No, good name is better than precious. Precious. Yeah, precious.
You know, there's also one in Ecclesiastes that also speaks about a good name too. You know? And
Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiastes?
Sirach.
Yeah, I got it right here. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 1. Let me see. It says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and a day of death than a day of one's birth.
Yo, good name can literally save your life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Having a good rapport with people can literally save your life. You never know. When your back's against the wall, hey man, I remember back in the world, some niggas was coming to jump me and my homies. I had nothing really to do with that shit. And it was a gang, the niggas ran on me. I was by myself. And these niggas just started coming, this niggas just started coming around the corner. All these niggas, shirt off, ready to pop. I'm like, fuck. And I see the main nigga pushing these niggas out the way, beat swinging. And when I saw him, it was a dude on the football team. I just gave him a dap and shit. Because I was like, holy shit, I'm glad to see him. Because he was the only one I knew, but he was ahead of them. But I had a good report on the football team. Like, I wasn't an official captain, but I was like a leader to the men. Coach didn't make me the official captain, but I was a leader to them, a leader to the younger men. And building that good rapport with people helped me out, man. The last thing you want is two people that never know each other. We just not meeting. And we talking about some dude and the guys just be assholes. Damn, yeah, that nigga's a dickhead, man. The word for real, nigga. You don't want that. So that's what happened with that individual out there in North Carolina. So he finessed you too. Oh, he told me it was his son. Oh, he told me it was his sister, his daughter, his aunt. Yeah, and then it's like, damn. Their phone calls start getting pulled. And you're fucked, man. Situations like this should let you know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is in the midst always, bro. Because he always brings it to light, man. You found the one in Sirach?
This is Sirach chapter 41. First, I'm gonna start at 12. It says, "Have regard to thy name, for that shall continue with thee above 1,000 great treasures of gold."
Damn. That's the first I've heard. I'm sure I read it, but reading it brought out.
Bring that again.
That's the first time. I don't know if this one you wanted, but that's the first time I read it.
That was the spirit.
So Sirach chapter 41 verse 12 says, "Have regard of thy name, for that shall continue with thee above 1,000 great treasures of gold."
That's going into having honor and integrity about yourself, man.
That's right.
Right? Because that will carry with you, bro. You know, Nate of the IUIC, look at all these videos being put about the shit that he did back then. Bunch of fuckery, right? But you don't see that with the apostles and elders because they always maintain that integrity from when it was back in the 90s, apostles all back to the 80s, up until now, they were always the same way, like, and dealt justly with brothers. You see? Having a good report, a good name. Defrauding them, man, taking advantage of brothers, that's wicked. It sullies your name, first and foremost, with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, okay? And then it's going to trickle out the congregation and eventually the World Wide Web, man.
I want brother to say that. Now, that's a good brother there, man. I do,
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's stand-up God, you know what I'm saying? So he So, you know, of course, if he's in the gym, case in point.
It says, a good life had but a few days, but a good name endured forever.
Good name, and that's, look at the names that we read about. Daniel, Joseph. We talk about that. Joseph not committing adultery with the Pharaoh's wife. He was by himself. You know, he still maintained it. And now look, that event, that stand-up act, all right, is mentioned to us to this very day. Thousands of years later, that righteous act is mentioned to this very day, man. So that's why it's very important, all right, to maintain your integrity, bro. Because guess what? The acts that we're doing now are being written about. You know? So when we read about them in the kingdom, you want to say, okay, this person, that person, look at the stand-up thing this brother did, and hey, the brothers, them brothers at Great Millstone, man, they were stand-up guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's the second book of the Acts of the Apostles.
Right. That's it. Yeah, so, you know, pretty much, you know, we're going to, hey, get on Love Thy Brother as Thyself. Going to the Lord. Love Thy Brother as Thyself. See, because that's a basic, but a very powerful, fundamental thing about the scriptures. You got to treat every brother like this. Yahweh Shah asked. I mean, I got asked Yahweh Shah, like, you know, what are the two greatest commandments? You know, fear the Lord thy power and put no other God before him, and love thy brother like thyself, man. All right? So if you love your brother, you're not going to defraud your brother, man. You're going to have some sort of conscience, like, how you don't feel guilty, nigga? I don't get, like, when these stories come out, I'm like, yo, how these niggas just sleep peacefully at night knowing you defrauding several different men out of money and shit, man? Like, how the fuck you just go to bed, like, that should be on my mind, like, yo, I can't believe I did some shit like that.
It's not no fear of the Lord.
No fear, you know, like, for real, bro. Gotta be no fear, because here it is, you see a man teaching the word, and if you've been in this thing 10 years, you done seen miracles happen already.
Yeah,
and you're going to defraud a man and just sleep sound at night, like, you know, it's nothing's gonna happen. And for the one I see, niggas still ain't even making no apology video. Which at this point, if you do make it, we know it ain't sincere.
I got it.
But somebody had to tell you to do it. Matter of fact, fucking apology video, you should have just cut that shit out and confessed it. Yo, look, man, I was fucking up, man. I mean, nobody brought it to light, but I'm gonna just, you know,
I'm gonna bring it out.
I'm gonna bring it out. I was a nigga, I fucked up. You know, at least brother can say shit, well, you know, at least may the Lord have mercy on him. But now it's like, fuck.
So this is Matthew chapter 22, verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love thy Lord, thy power, with all thy heart, and all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Damn, you should love your neighbor, your brother, as thyself. So, I wouldn't want anybody to defraud me, so why the fuck would I defraud a brother, bro?
That's right.
Why would you go? I don't want nobody fucking me over, so why don't I fuck over a brother, man? Okay? Honestly, me personally, bro, I don't even do shit like that to people in the world, man.
Of course not, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Sees all that, man.
I always tell myself, like, I care about that. I care about my name and shit, like my honor and my integrity. You know, because it does. People in the world do esteem that shit too. You know, like if you're an honorable person. So I'm not jeopardizing my integrity in the truth, no matter what, man. Fuck it. You know, I'm gonna stand up for what Scripture says is right.
That's right.
What?
It says, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. It says, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
That's why all the laws and the commandments hang on these two. They ain't go ahead and break the second greatest commandment, man. Which is loving the brother as thyself, man.
That's right.
How you gonna charge somebody $120 for a garment, bro? How the fuck you gonna do that? Like, I don't get that shit. $120?
And the material is not even that expensive, man. Even Nate is only charging $75, but that's going on, man.
Yeah, but that's a good point, bro. You charging more than Nate. That's wow. You charging more than Nate. $120 for a garment, bro.
That's wild.
That's like designer clothes type shit.
Exactly, and even
That's literally like designer clothes, bro.
You go to the fabric district downtown. You know what I mean? The garment district. You get these little things for dirt cheap. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a woman that's crafty with sew. She got a sewing machine. She can make a garment.
And you know what's fucked up? This is how we know it's fucked up. You can't say, well, you know, the garment is expensive, because the brother brought it out, said you charge me 60 and charge the next man 120, 130. So that's like,
She probably had a little more money than other probably had.
well, no, that's like one that's respected persons, because you're taking advantage of a guy. Well, you know, okay, I kind of know him, so here's 60 for you. Wait a minute. If you charge that brother 60, why the fuck does it double for everybody else? And 60 is a lot.
She was greedy for game. Like I said, I paid 40 for this, if I'm not mistaken, and 25 for my other garment.
Yeah, I think it's like $20, bro.
I could be
Brother McCann made
mistaken.
it, bro.
I could be mistaken. You wanted to make me this right
Yeah, you
garment.
want to maybe this one, man, too,
So
bro.
it could have been 20, you know?
Girl made garments, charge 50 for one, right? I'll send her the money. She sent me too.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
sent me too. So,
Probably was a mistake
Yo,
on
bro,
all behalf.
you know what too, bro? If this guy was truly like sincere like that, if like, you know, I just want to help brothers out, the money don't matter, why you didn't put up a video on how to make garments? And I seen brothers did that. Brothers did a video on how to make your own garment. So if it was truly like, yo, you know what, I'm just gonna, you'd have taught brothers how to do it, man.
go ahead, brother. This is Sirach chapter 29, verse 7. It says, many therefore have refused to lend for other men's ill dealing, fearing to be defrauded.
Yeah, man, that's the shit too, because yeah, you fucking, because now brothers are gonna definitely be like on high alert. To where like a guy actually really needed it, now we gotta stall it a bit, because we gotta go through this whole vetting process, because we just had this one nigga that just went
That was
overboard,
defrauding everybody, man. Stealing from everybody, man. Taking advantage of young men that seems to be gullible because they new in the faith. So they see you, like I said, you got gray hairs and you've been around for a little bit, and brothers kind of look up to you. So this guy needed, so I'm gonna give him this, I'm gonna give him that. And making yourself broke to enrich this guy with your riches, man. Now you broke and he's living off your money that you don't broke off.
And you know what? That guy could fuck himself too, because you asking for it when you don't really need it, and now when you truly need it,
Nobody gonna do
nobody,
it.
people gonna be looking at you sideways like, yo, every time I ask this guy, this guy's constantly asking for money, and then he got no character, he's a fucking nigga when I'm around him, nobody gonna want to give.
At all. You ain't being.
Let you give to a brother, right? You give to a brother, you find out that this guy is not working by choice. By fucking choice.
Hey man, we got.
I can't do those jobs, dog.
I've been working all my life, man. You know, and if they ain't saying that you have to do, you have to work. If you don't work, you can't eat. If you don't work, you don't have a food. You don't have no food on the table. You don't have a roof over your head. You don't have no remnants on your back. You just totally out there. You fucked up. So you have to work, man. And by
Your
the
job
sweat of
over
that crowd.
overtime, your job over overtime, I don't want to do it. But you know damn well you're about to be uptight, but I don't want to do it. So in other words, you're gonna let brothers take care of that. So shit like that, you know?
Yeah, that's not right, man.
This is Sirach chapter 40, verse 28. It says, my son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg.
Yeah, man.
That's
You
right.
wanna be fucking beg- You know what too? When you live a beggar's life, you're gonna always remain a beggar. Because you're not gonna figure out how to get the fuck out of situations, out of jail. Because your go-to de facto for when your back is against the wall is not let me contemplate and kind of see how to come up with a solution. It's to go back. You know? If you drive or whatever, or you see a particular beggar, you notice that beggar will be there for 2-3 years.
In that same location.
In that same location, and you made this point, he's making money. Because if he wasn't making money, he wouldn't be at that spot.
That's right.
So, hey man,
Let me tell you something. You see people out there in the streets, a lot of them is committing fraud. They out there, that's their hustle.
oh right.
That's their hustle.
Yo, bro, you just remind me of that woman. She had the crutches.
Yeah.
And she was like this, walking with the crutches and shit like that.
Walking like she was twisted.
So the cameras followed her, and they followed her back to this nice apartment in Queens and shit. Regular,
Nice ride.
everything. That shit. If you watch Don't Be a Menace, Remember Don't Be a
Yeah,
Menace?
it shows you.
The dude was kind of begging on the street and shit. Once he got the money, he folded that shit up and just went in the fence.
Yeah.
So
broke out.
Never did the job.
I heard this one chick saying she had one leg. She was sitting on her leg. I can't do that for hours though, bro.
Wow.
She was sitting on her leg, and the dude was watching. He's like, "It says tell you about this woman." And she would get out. She got out. Yo, she had a fucking Toyota, like I think it was a Camry. So it was nice. You could tell it was a good model, a newer model. She got it. She parked it like 3 blocks down. She walked. She had her little sign and everything, her bag and everything. She switched over to her clothes. She even got on the floor to make herself look more dirty in the wood. I'm saying in the mud, know what I mean? And then she was sitting down and she was asking for money in a wheelchair, saying that she was homeless, about to be homeless. She need help, but she was sitting on her leg. How can you sit on your leg like that for? Where it don't get numb, bro?
Smart.
Yo, bro, and she was sitting down, and the dude was like, "Yo, you have your legs. I saw you." No, I'm not. I'm handicapped. I lost my leg in Vietnam. I'm still staying in Iraq. You know what I mean? So I saw you walk over and get in the wheelchair. You had the wheelchair folded and you was pushing. I saw you. So she got exposed, got up, started walking fast, trying to get to her car.
Back in the days, we probably just getting the truth and probably still in the world. But some dude was asking us for money and nigga had a sign saying he was deaf and shit. I don't know how this nigga did it. Maybe he did it on control, but his eyes was watery. And we felt bad, so we gave him some money. Lo and behold, we saw that nigga on the train. I don't know when it was a bit later. Nigga was like this.
Right.
We was like, yo, nigga said, and then he looked back. He said, oh man, we were like, you'll never get Jake. So, yeah, go ahead, bro. That's why the scripture. How we ain't get this? No room to give us.
Yeah.
Nobody that's in Tobit. Go ahead, bro.
It says the life of him that depended on another man's table is not to be counted for life.
Jeez,
For
bro.
a life.
That's depending on another man. You're a grown fucking man living off another man when you can work. I don't get that, bro. The scriptures is not with that. The scripture says, show yourself men. The man is supposed to go out in the world and bring back in the fucking resources. That's our duty.
Right.
That's the responsibility as a man.
Right. Yep. You're not doing that. You feel a type of way, bro. You're supposed to feel a type of way. Like,
supposed to feel like you're less of a man, bro.
Exactly. You know? Jeez. It says, before he polluted himself.
Hey, man, I remember when I would come home. I was living with my parents at the time, but I was coming home with like groceries and shit. You know, I always stop after work. And one family member, I think I was a woman I was with at the time, but I'm trying to put together a story, but all I know is this. She said, when a man comes home with something in his hand, that's a good sign.
Right.
But that shows you how, you know, as a man, you're supposed to be able to go out there and make something happen and come home.
Yep.
What if you gotta make shit happen?
Right.
Right? I'm not saying you gotta be a multi, you know what I mean, millionaire and shit like that. But you gotta go out there, go out fending the world and shit.
Right.
Come back home with something.
Something, bro.
I mean,
A small fish is better than no fish.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Whether it was back in the ancient world, look, man, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go hunt. I'm gonna go, fuck it, I'm gonna go slingshot 2 pigeons. I'm bringing back something home.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the same shit now. So whether the check is 100, 200, 1,000, 3,000 or less, I went out and got some shit done, man.
Exactly.
That's it.
It says the life of him that depended on another man's table is not counted for life, for he polluted himself with other men's meat, but a wise man well nurtured will beware thereof.
And you know what's wild, man? Some of these guys, it just shows you how heartless a guy can be, bro. Because some of these guys is living better than brothers they asking for. You know, they got this high overhead in the way, you know, their lifestyle is. And instead of downsizing, or you know what, I'm not gonna get, hey, look, fuck it, you know, times are hard, I can't go to a restaurant today and shit. But you know what, I wanna maintain that lifestyle, so somebody else gotta pay for it. That's some nigga shit, man. So if you in jams or what have you, you gotta learn how to downsize, maybe pick up another, you know what I mean? You gotta learn how to.
Scripture say you know how to be a bound and know how to be a base.
Right.
You might be up, and that's the thing in this truth. Sometimes you up, All right, and you deal with it, and guess what? Sometimes you fail, man, and you gotta know how to deal with that too, man. You know?
Oh, give me not two. Matter of fact, after you read that, go to 1 Timothy 6:6, and try to give me where it says, give me enough that I'm not alone.
So I got this right here real quick. It says, when thou will do good, know to whom thou doest it.
Well, you didn't read the scripture.
Book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 1.
Okay?
When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it. So shall thou be thankful for thy benefits.
Yo, bro, you remember Shitwad?
Yeah.
Shitwad? Yo, man, I'm taking a train with this dude. And he's giving us some money, some nigga on a train who has pants off his ass, a cigarette in his mouth. I'm like, look at this fucker got no money. What are you doing? Yo, man, he's still my people, brother. He's still my people. I'm like, what the fuck is on? He actually
That's
fell
why
out.
you're not in the truth no more.
There you go. You can't just go up like, remember Zabak was going around giving Jake sandwiches?
Nah, man, you gotta know who you doing good
Why
to,
you
man.
think the Lord wasn't constantly multiplying bread and fish and shit like that, man? Because that's all they would be going there for. They wouldn't be going for the teachings. They might sit through, but I this gonna wrap up.
We got a long today.
Yeah, man. Yo, multiply this fish, man.
Right. One more. It says, the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 2. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High.
You can read the first part again real quick. I want to make a point.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 1. When thou will do good to, it's like when thou will do good, know to whom thou doest it.
Right, you have a guy that only time he show up to camp is when it's a jam. Like, you never see this nigga. When he pops up, yo,
What you want now?
I
What
mean-
you want, bro?
it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, you can't do shit like that.
Anyway, it says, the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it. So shall thou be thanked for thy benefits. Verse 2. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense.
Yeah, and like, do good to the godly man, because, alright, let's say that dude shit while was being sincere, you know what, this guy's still an Israelite, but are you really helping him? What is he gonna do with that money? Is he gonna stop smoking cigarettes? A lot of these jakes, you get the money, guess what? They're gonna use it to get instruments to destroy themselves even worse.
Right, get cigarettes, or even, I mean, man, drink, you know what I'm saying? But some of them use it to buy drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you go contribute to his demise. But it's this lady that be, on my way going over, it's this lady that's be under the bridge all the time, right? At first I felt sorry for her, but then I gave her $1 one time. Now she know my car. She see my car. Now I gave her 56. I want to have my thing. So now she see me again. Now she like this, yo. If she did it, I drove right past. She be like this to me. Now she see me coming. She start going like this, like humping that shit.
Yo, you know what too, man? With
What was that about, bro?
Well, you know what you do with that dude,
I got some
and you brothers are gonna realize is, the younger men, sometimes the solution is not to just give a brother a large lump sum. Right? Sometimes the solution is to say, okay, I'm gonna give you this, but you gotta pay it back. Because at least now he would say, okay, responsibility factor there.
Now I can't just go this dude and get some. Now I gotta pay this dude back. So now that's a responsibility I have.
Yeah, but you know what too, brother? That should be in you to know that. Like, hey, bro, I borrowed money. I'll tell you, remember that situation when my car fucked up? And I needed like 3 bands. I was kind of stressed out about it. Lost out to our parents. He was like, yo, what do you need? I'd rather take the money from my parents, because I know brothers gonna take me a collection or whatever. But I said, let me get that 3 bands from my parents, and I paid them back. It was gradual, but I was the one that decided to live for my car. I was the one driving up. That's the factors that come with doing that job. So why would I put that on somebody else?
So what the Most High did was bless you, and somebody rear-ended you. Now you got something different.
Yeah,
you
you
good.
tell the whole shit,
Like,
bro. But yeah, though, that's true. The Most High sent.
Sent you a blessing.
Yeah, but that's the point, though, bro. Like, you want to learn the responsibility factors there too. So,
That's right. It's better to, it's better sometimes to be humble yourself, like, what, I'm not even gonna take it though you need it. The Most High know you need it. The Most High find a way for you to get there. You know what I mean?
or like, I'm gonna pay it back hey, I'm gonna pay it back gradually. That way you kind of build a responsibility factor. It's stuff to help you grow. Just throwing money at the solution, you're not gonna really learn much from that.
Back in the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Damn. You have to sometimes help other brothers out, man. Not sometimes. If brother leader, you help them out. You know what I'm saying? You give alms to the apostles, and you may get some gold coins or some silver coins. Take a coin, take 4 coins, and give it to the apostles. Divvy it up. You know what I mean? It's not much.
Might go to the casino.
Yeah,
Most times send you something. Might be in the right stock. That should run up on you. Hey, take some out.
Exactly. Like I said, even you buy coins. You buy coins from JM Bullion, and you figure, all right, I bought like $300 for coins, so it ain't gonna take me nothing to get 4 coins and give it to the apostles and the bishop. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna hurt right along. And then that's giving alms. You know? Then you surprise them. Oh, you know what I mean? Now thanks. You know what I mean?
Don't have to be money too. You know, you might have a little hookup at your job where you get X amount of things free of charge or a nice little discount. Yeah, brother might, that could be helpful. You know what I mean? So,
well, you made
whatever you got in the world that can
exactly
leverage and help brothers out, help the campo. But again, from the kindness of your heart, if you will.
Exactly.
It's not a, go ahead, bro.
This is what I'm going to get at. It says, this is verse 4, then verse 5. It says, verse 4, the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. Like you saw that, like you brought out, he had his pants in his head with a in his mouth. You know what I mean? Bugged out looking, you know what I'm saying? Shit on this, shit, you know, you see them just walking around horrible smelling. They got demons on them, man.
He probably still had that world mindset as I'm gonna give him $1. Nigga, that's a nigga. That's a complete demon. That's not the same as a brother in the church. That's just a complete nigga in the world that you're doing worship.
It says, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby.
Damn, the scriptures are literally telling you to hold back your bread.
Hey, yep.
Like, yo, this nigga's finessing you, bro.
Don't repeat it again. It says, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou hast done unto him.
So that dude Shitwad, young man, should have been listening to me, bro. Should have listened to me, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going by the scriptures.
Exactly.
You know?
And the spirit got you to tell him that. Don't get that nigga no shit.
So that's straight up. Don't get his no fucking money, bro. You know, you can tell that was a while ago. I wouldn't even got it. Yeah. No, this is, you gotta use,
I mean,
wisdom.
the training going together, remember?
Yeah.
Damn, man, that was a long time ago, man.
Right.
Yeah, bro, you got it.
Back in Sirach chapter 29,
You
verse
know what,
8.
too, brother, what could be a form of charity, too? Giving a brother a ride.
Yeah.
Giving a brother a ride. But even in that, bro, guys can take an advantage. So you gotta.
It's a situation that happened, we ain't even gotta get into that.
Yeah, but like, a guy can take advantage of anything.
Right.
I'm saying there's different things. You can give a brother a ride. I give you an example, like, yo, brother might need a spot to stay. I'm gonna be on my feet in a week. A week becomes 2 weeks. 2 weeks becomes a month. A month becomes 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. You here 6 months and pay any rent. So you gotta know there's different avenues where it's like, okay, I'm gonna help you out.
But limit.
Yeah, bro, like, yo, come on now. Now I'm feeling like I'm getting fucked over here.
Now I'm getting taken advantage of.
Yeah, man.
So leaving it being feeling that way, I mean, it's different things, it's different levels of how people try to take advantage of other people. Now, defrauding the man, using the truth to defraud somebody, that's totally wicked. But that's going on, man. You know, using he going to the affiliate camps of Great Little Soul.
Using the scriptures like, yo, give to the, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And he's not going to men that's a part of it, but he's going to the affiliates and younger men that's a part of the affiliate camp.
Brothers gonna know what's up, like, yo, what?
So he going to affiliates and younger men. He got the title GMS.
Well, first of all, in Great Millstone, if a brother's uptight, we're not gonna go out to another state.
Only from New York
You
City.
gotta
bro.
figure what's going on in your state is in your camp. You shouldn't be in fucking Carolina, for example, and asking a brother in New York, nah, I'm gonna ask you, wait a minute, why you asking me, bro? Speak to the head of your camp. Did you speak to the head of your camp? So,
if he say, look, there was a reason why you got denied, maybe there's a reason why you got denied, man. So don't come to the New York camp thinking you're gonna.
yo, this nigga was real slick, bro. Now I'm thinking about it, like,
Yes.
I knew he was slick, but he was real fucking cunning, man. He's like, yo, I'm gonna go to the affiliate guys because they don't even understand the concept of like asking out of a guy not supposed to be asking out of a state. What am I doing? I'm in New York. Why am I in the LA Yashawamba? I'm in the jam.
He in Texas.
He in Texas.
He got his own life. He got his own
What the
jam.
fuck?
He
Yo,
is.
bro, that don't make no sense, bro. You had first two.
No está lloviendo, está lloviendo muchísimo. Esto es una lucha. Que me metieron ahí.
First Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to be content with what you have, right? You don't want to be over the top to where, like King Solomon said, I'm gonna deny the Lord because all you're worrying about is your money, your lifestyle, and shit like that. But you don't want to be too poor, so you even contemplate.
Take the name of the Lord in vain.
Yeah, too poor to where you contemplating doing some wicked shit for money. So you want to be just right there. So, yeah, man. I don't know, bro, because when I watched the clip of that dude's video, and he was saying, oh, I'm sorry, I was at the plantation. So I'm so confused.
You got a job now.
You got I don't know if he had a job now, or he had a job that's still finessing. I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. But all I know is brothers was defrauded, right? Brothers felt hurt.
Not small money either. From what I'm hearing, I don't know the whole details because the brother didn't get into the whole details, but from what I'm hearing,
He was a gold digger.
it was brothers that got defrauded out of a lot of money, man.
Brother, he was a gold. Look, if you deal with a woman of the night, here's a 50, here's $100. That's a one-time done deal, right? You hit it, you quit it, you go about your day. When you got a gold digger, she constantly taking money out of your whole year, 2, 3 years.
Something you try.
Right.
You don't know if your nose wide open, you just giving them.
So
See, that's something.
Right. So who knows how long that guy been gold digging from brothers? Man,
It's crazy, bro. Yeah, but
Yep. So it says, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6.
that's 30 enough, bro? Drinking like a little bit water, getting a little wind. Spread it out just a little bit. Yeah, that's good enough, bro.
Yeah, it says.
Kind of them balance, but it's enough to strong front, you know. Wide. There we go.
Alright, we good, we good?
A little bit over. That's good. That's a little bit over here. Just a little bit. I want the outside move. There we go.
It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain you can carry nothing out.
Right, that's going into the physical things in this world, the tangible things, because we did bring in the intangible, which is, pardon me, brother, which is this truth. Jeremiah, the first chapter, all right, I knew thee in the belly before I formed thee, roughly paraphrasing, right?
I get it right now.
But the scripture also says that works do follow them. Okay? So the works, spiritual things, that we take with us. But the tangible things, that get left. We don't remember that shit. We don't remember what the fuck we own when we were in Rome, Egypt. Alright? Alright?
This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. It says, and before thou came forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
So let's pause this and move it. Yeah, go on.
We got to pause this.
Oh, go ahead. You want to speak? Go ahead.
Let's go move it over to the side.
I'll walk and talk. Go around the corner. Keep it. Yeah. It's crazy. Only with Jake, a funeral will turn into a party.
They have no respect. They're just running in front of the camera, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in we move.
It's
over
cool
here.
right here, right?
Yeah, we cool over there.
It's cool. I'm not gonna lie though, they weren't like super loud, but there was just many conversations being had.
Yeah.
So
Add it up and add it up.
Bringing out the truth, but they also they running in front of the camera, walking behind us, you know what I mean? And you got people moving this way. But you know, that's how Jake is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
Yeah, it was not bad. It wasn't that bad though.
that's how
That's
Jake
good, right?
is.
yeah, so yeah, you know, Jake was just doing their thing, but
A little bit too much though. But I'm gonna bring out Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5 again. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
right. So let's get the context, right? Why is the Lord saying this to Jeremiah? Because Jeremiah in his youth was afraid to go out there and teach. But the Lord is trying to tell him, look, you might be young in age, but your spirit's been here for a very long time. A spirit that I've known before you inhabited that body, right? Again, what did Jeremiah have and know? He knew the truth, and that's what I'm saying. When the works, that's why the Lord said in the book of James, man, I'll put you in remembrance. Remembrance of what? The shit that we owned, the material goods we had back in
Some of the
Israel.
things that we must know.
The truth, our nationality, who our enemy is, these things. That's the stuff we'll take with you in the next life. Okay? So chasing, living your life around money is nah, man. Now the scripture says what? Money answers all things and money is a defense. Okay? But you shouldn't be putting your money before the truth. Okay?
Most of the money can't corrupt the truth.
You put anything before the truth, it corrupts. Money is just one of the main incentives that corrupts. Right?
This is Sirach chapter 31,
Woman can corrupt your wife, your family.
verse 5. It says, He that loveth gold shall not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof.
Yeah, man. All right. If you, again, this is what I'm saying. If you put, let's say, for example, gold, money, or whatever, put it on both sides, then you can have a price. There's a price there where you're willing to compromise. You can be bought. There's a price out there, depending on how much you love this thing, right? That you could be compromised, right, for this truth. That's how come it's easy to sort of live a life of contentment, because there's not much leverage that could be used against you. You know?
You can live an austere life with contentment and just be content with what you have, man. Your daily bread, man.
Yeah, well, remember that guy in the scriptures that he had a bunch of stuff, but he wasn't really ready to drop it and follow the Lord because he had a lot of tangible things. You know, it's only very few men that can have a lot of tangible things if we're going to just stop it if the ultimatum was given between that and the truth.
He walked away softly once. How should I say? Give it everything you have and come follow me. He put his head down, walked away softly, like, damn. I got
Now,
this.
no one like, look, if you'd have did that, man, you're going to get far more.
Yeah.
You're going to get far more because you know what? That's the thing about faith. It's the evidence of things not seen. When you have faith to make those sacrifices, you know that the Lord is going to give you back 100-fold.
That's right.
And to keep
Return
doing
on
that,
investment is crazy.
that's the thing with every investment. Every investment is a sacrifice. All right? Whether you have to sacrifice your time, your resources, your money, whatever. It's an investment. You have to make a sacrifice now to have delayed gratification later.
That's right.
If you think about it, we've been sacrificing on Saturdays for decades now. Okay? While people might be like, you know, that's the prime days to go out and do shit in this world.
Saturday is considered the day of the world.
Pretty much.
Everybody's
That's
off,
when everybody make plans and
go out, go to clubs, do this, do that. Friday's the beginning. Friday night is the beginning of the being a part of the day of the world, because everybody's off. You know, most people is off on Friday night, and they want to stop planning up their weekend. Something's happening right now.
no, that's good. That's just a mutual.
They plan their weekend, yeah, bro.
It says, Gold had been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. If it is a stumbling, it is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it.
Yeah, that's what we're going into. Like, look, bro, money ain't evil, right? Scripture says the love of money. And even that with context, kind of makes sense of that, right? It's not. Look, man, me personally, I say it all the time. I love making money. I love working, providing for my family and shit. I like these things, right? Now, the fuck up is this. If you're willing to put that over the Lord, okay?
When you take your job and stop coming to camp.
There you go. Good point. Good point.
Because I gotta work. But what about the work of the Lord? What about doing the work of the Lord?
That's right. Like you're gonna. The only way you get this promotion is if you have to work Saturdays now. You take that shit. That's when you love the money more than the most high. Now, if you say, look, man, I'm gonna work this overtime and shit, all right, but it don't conflict with the truth, I'm not going on, bro. Well, this brother's constantly working overtime, but is he missing camp? No. So what the fuck are you worrying about?
So if he's working overtime and he ain't missing camp, he's good.
What are you worrying about, bro?
But he working overtime and he constantly missing camp because I can't work today because I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Listen, that's conflicting with the truth and your job. You gotta separate, man.
Yo, this brother keep making money, man. He's doing his shows. Yeah. So what the fuck are you worrying about? The thing that we should be worried about is like what we going into. Being compromised is that shit, man.
Well, making money, he's doing his shows, he got a job, he's doing his show, he's doing overtime, but he's doing his shows and he's coming to camp.
For the Lord first.
So there's nothing you can say about this guy. He's doing his shows. His limit, his requirements is 3 shows per week. When you do more, hey, the more time to the spirit, you do more. You know what I mean? And you going to work and you doing your thing, so there's no complaint. You're not being a nigga throughout the week, but coming to camp and being a super Israelite. A super Israelite, it's balanced. You're doing your thing, you're going to work. You know what I mean? The balance comes in when you're going to work, and you're working overtime, and you still doing the Lord's work. That's balance. But when things start getting unbalanced, that means when you're not doing the work, but you're going to work all the time, doing overtime, then you got a problem.
That scripture is very similar to talking about hating your family, hating your life.
Yeah, good.
I mean, yo, mom, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't mean that, man.
It's putting the Lord before your family.
That's what it's simply telling you, bro. Put the Most High before everything. Everything else
is secondary.
It's secondary. Because you don't want to be a fucking idiot and abandon your responsibilities.
Of course not.
It's kind of like, it should be common sense, but common sense isn't common. Sometimes you really got to just talk to Jake because
Jake take things.
You know what I mean? That's there. But that's what the prophets and teachers are for. To give guidance, right?
Yeah.
So Jake might just, because most brothers that when they come in, they're extremely, extremely zealous. So zealous that, pardon me, so zealous that they'll err. Yeah, they'll do some very, things in naivety, okay? Coming to truth, quit my job, I don't like working on Edomites, man. Brother, what the fuck you did that for, bro?
How you gonna pay your rent? How you gonna put food in your table? How you gonna provide for your family?
To do very rash things, but then after a while you slow down, you get it.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. It says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High."
Man, that's so simple, man.
Right.
See, put the kingdom first, right? The Lord will figure out everything else, man. Of course, do your responsibilities as a man, but that's why the scriptures in the book of Ezra says, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Again, don't mean drop your fucking responsibilities in the world, but some of the things that weigh heavy on your mind to where you putting it before the truth, don't do that, man. Do the truth first, and the Lord will take care of everything else. That's having faith and trust in the Most High.
The Lord knows what you need before you even ask Him.
Fact. I always say, bro, the same you in a jam, praying to the Lord, but the Lord put you in a jam. So He's the one that's able to take you out. So you don't have to stress it like that, man. The Most High is the one that put you there. Call on Him, and He'll take you out of it, man. Yeah. It wasn't Satan.
Not Satan controls. Satan is controlled by the Most High. The Lord puts you in a situation to see how you gonna react.
Scripture say the fool curse Satan in the heart, something like that. Fool curse Satan. Satan's just another tool, man. All right, that the Most High uses. We all puppets to the Most High. He's just one of them as well.
It says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High."
That's why we sacrifice on Saturdays. All right. Particular high holy. I'll give you an example. A high holy day come around the Passover, and there's something important happening in your family. You gotta go to the Passover, man.
That's right.
It's mostly we got that one. You shouldn't be missing the Passover, man. You shouldn't be missing the Lord's Passover. You can make it. Everything else will be on the background.
Due to the weather.
Yeah, man.
Everybody we all was swimming in there. We gotta swim. But we just made it, man. We just make the best of it, man, you know. It is what it is, man. Some brothers give excuses that you look at it, you be like, what? Serious? You know, but it is what it is, man.
About the faith, I suppose.
Yeah.
It says, and his righteousness and all these things shall be added unto you.
Damn, the scriptures broke itself down, as it usually does, right? If you put the Most High first, everything else is going to be added on to you, man.
Exactly.
All right? Okay?
You see,
I
those
remember when we came to the camp, not for any brother had cars.
Nope.
Now you got brothers with luxury cars. You got brothers with homes, you got brothers with this, that. Still in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Brothers with businesses, own businesses. And we never was like, yo, that's going to be our primary thing. We was like, okay, that's something we'll do. But our primary thing is the truth. And the Most High had your side thing become, you know, elevated. So,
Yeah, come. But now you got brothers managers, you got brothers, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things going on. So the Most High bless brothers with certain things, you know. You know, because hey man, you know, when you doing good and you doing the work to the Most High, the Lord see that, so eventually the Lord's going to give you a little, He's going to throw you a bone or two. Hey, take that, take some crumbs. You know what I mean?
hold that down.
Yeah, hold that down.
Most High, if he wanted to, could just give us the entire shit of this world. But that's not what this thing is about. This thing is about struggling, building character, sacrifice, getting it by the sweat of your brow, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, America is a prison sentence for the nation of Israel. All right?
It says, verse 34, take therefore no thought for the morrow.
Take no thought for tomorrow. Okay? So the Most High will deal with it, bro. Okay? I hate that I keep having to say this like this, but again, use discretion with these scriptures, all right? We don't want Jake, again, just abandon the responsibilities. Yo, man, it's kind of crazy. Jake will read that and then will take no thoughts for tomorrow. The light just went off now. Nah, man, you gotta, okay, shit, I gotta put the lace back on. You know what I mean? So it's just like, again, brother, yeah, casting your faith on the Most High, okay?
You gotta help yourself. You gotta help yourself.
Yeah.
You can't just say, take no thought for tomorrow, and you go in the room
you
and
know
you
what,
just...
bro? Get faith without works.
Hey, come.
Yeah, get
The,
faith without
the
works,
lights
bro.
go off. Now how you doing your videos? You know? The lights go off. You got no electricity. How you going? Saying you got internet but no electricity. So what's good is the internet but no electricity? So how you putting in your videos? How you elevate? I'm saying how you bringing that edification to the flock?
You know, like, you're in a tight jam. Faith is the Most High is going to take care of it. Where's the works?
You gotta put in that work, man.
Go on an interview.
Exactly.
Go on a job interview and pray the Most High give you that. You know what I mean? It's like you have to do two things. You can't just, fuck it, I believe it. All your problems are going to fall out of the sky and land in your lap. Not like that, brother.
Don't work that way.
Work. You got faith without work? It's dangerous.
Faith without work.
James 4. All right. If you got a faith without work, we believe, all right, but we also have to have the works with our belief.
Is that James 2 and it says James 2 and 17 says, even so faith, if it had not works, is dead being alone.
Exactly, all right? So this notion that, I'm just going to pray, but I'm not going to put any effort in, everything is just going to work itself out. Nah, man, you pray, but at the same time you have to put your hand towards things. Whether it be, again, on a job interview, or you might have to work things out. Like let's say, for example, your boss is coming at you, or somebody in the world coming at your family, or you have a situation with your baby mom. Hey, man, you might have to pray for some wisdom.
Yeah.
Lord, give me some wisdom how to deal with this shit, man. No, brother. May this negotiation, may this thing go in my favor, Lord, and then you give me wisdom in this deal or whatever I'm about to broker. You know what I'm saying? So that's how faith works, and working in tandem.
Rest of the world. It says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Like a lot of these guys, I think about the apostles' day, they say they believe, but they don't got no videos out. the apostles still have videos and still teaching to this day. So which one truly has faith? Is it a guy that just says I believe, or is it a guy that says I believe and showing his belief? You know? You gotta, you know, again, you have to show both. You can't just say I believe in this thing and just bust out a pork sandwich or when I prayed over it. Now you're no different than those in a Christian church. Alright, so the reason we out here, the reason we make these particular sacrifices, okay? And when I say sacrifices, I mean putting the truth before whatever we got going on, is because we believe. We believe that the Most High is going to reward us, alright, for the things that we do. You know? Which is nothing wrong with wanting a reward. That's what Peter said, yo Lord, we're going to get this. Right? And then Yahweh Shai said, you're going to get, niggas drove off on their ass. Hey, man. They were calling after the bus. The bus driver just said,
Them niggas don't stop at all, bro.
They be frustrated sometimes. Sometimes they'll stop. This one lady was walking, but she was running to the point where she was walking, but running, but she was an older woman. I would have stood there for her, you know what I mean? Well, it could have hurt you to stay there for a couple more days, a couple more minutes, I'm saying, seconds, you know what I mean, just to get there. But you want to make the light.
Those are they can use the walk, though, man. They can use the walk, I'm not going to lie.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. It says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
Got that, bro?
Yeah, that's right, man. So, hey, these things that we're going into, we say faith without works is dead. All right? Hey, man, you can't just speak about it, as the brother was saying a little while earlier. Oh, I love the Lord, I love the Lord, I love my God, my father. Hey, man, you gotta put in some work here. You gotta show action. All right? My ex used to tell me all the time, I love you. I never used to tell that bitch that shit. I'm like, yo, listen, you know you don't love me. All right? Because I would know. And it's the same thing in this truth, man.
You know, but you show me your love, but do your actions.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know? So that's what it is, man.
Yeah, the Lord don't want no lip service.
Right.
You're saying all these things, what have you, but your actions ain't there.
Right.
You know, like that fucking guy that we talking about, the subject of this camp lesson.
Yeah.
The bar Dama, you said? Dama?
The bar Dama, yeah.
Bar Dama, you goddamn demon. Bringing out all these scriptures on brotherly love and all that throughout the years, you're not even practicing yourself.
And hey, man, the apostles, you know, they from Apostle Har on down, they put that decree. All right, a few years ago, where brothers got to do, you know, 3 videos a week, man. That wasn't just for just, you know, any old reason. It's, hey, man, hey, that's the spirit, man. Hey, we got to be out here working, man, putting in work, man. All right, showing our dedication, showing our love to y'all, man.
You know what? You had that nigga in Mississippi. He had a problem with that war. Brothers should do the shows when the spirit hit them. Now look at this nigga. It's been months he ain't put. Guess the spirit ain't hit him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm glad the apostles started holding us to a particular standard. Because if that's the case, doing shows by motivation instead of discipline, all right, it's gonna fall off because discipline is an emotion that fluctuates. Sometimes you feel like shit is real, sometimes you don't. Motivation. So whatever. But if it's a discipline, man, I gotta get my shows. I gotta do this.
You disciplined to do it. You know, this is what you're saying. What you want, this is what you wanted. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse
Hey, if we did this thing when we wanted to, we wouldn't show up in the wintertime like the other camps. Certain days it get cold in the winter. I always give this example. It's cold in the winter. Snuggle up with your woman, she playing with your balls. You don't feel like getting out of bed. But we're not operating on feelings.
Well, same thing in the in season. It's hot as hell out here, 100 degrees.
Yeah,
you under the AC, you know what I'm saying, chilling, cool, you know, drinking a brewski or two. You know what I mean? You don't. It's discipline to go out here and do the work, man.
Yep.
It's the same thing probably say, man. You know? Hey, not always you might not always feel like in the spirit to do a video, but you gotta do
That's right, man.
So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. And it reads, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves, know ye not your own selves?
Examine. You know the word respect? Read means back, spec, look. So if you respect yourself, you gotta look back at your actions and say, okay, are these stand-up actions that I'm doing? All right? Which that's something that God was not doing, right? All right? But that's something we all have to do in this world. All right?
Examine ourselves.
Examine ourselves. You know, am I being a nigga? You know, did I deal with this brother justly? Am I showing respect to brothers? You know, am I getting too comfortable here? Like, you know, am I abusing power? You gotta constantly examine yourself and make sure you're not being a fucking demon, man. Because if you don't, that shit can fester. Like,
look at yourself in the mirror and let's examine yourself, man. Let's ponder on the things that you do. Like he didn't do. Because had he been doing that, he'd have been like, you know what? This is fucking wrong. Let me stop doing this shit.
damn, I just charged it to $120 for a gun.
I charge you $60 for a car. You know? I don't defraud this. I don't told this young brother that's a part of the affiliate camp that I needed this XYZ amount of money, and I took it for a couple of bands or whatever the case may be. You know? I'm not saying that's what happened, but
you know what, too, bro? I'm gonna give a testimony, right? I give a testimony. When I got in a little situation with car accident, I was in a little jam. I mentioned in the show, but I wasn't asking for no money. Somebody that listened to it, she was sending me a lot of money. You know, she sent the first time she sent me like a band. Right? I was like, man, Tawana, like I didn't even expect that. You know, I thought she was gonna be like $50. She's like, hey, somebody wants to send something. I was like, all right, brother. I was like, all right, man, hey, well, Tawana, that helped me out a lot. She sent it one more time. I was at this one, I was like, okay, well, it helped, but I don't, you know. Then she tried to send it the third time. I said, no, hell no, because
you never know what's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she had it like that. You know what I mean?
Even if she have it like that,
but I don't need you
y'all
to
be taking advantage. I don't feel comfortable doing that because one, you know, again, a good name, right? Somebody could take that and stand that shit against us, and two, I have to look at myself like, okay, the first time was helpful, the second time, you know, it helped more.
You got gold,
but the third, nah, we good. We're not gonna be. I'm good, man.
So now you good?
No, I don't want no. Hell no, bro. We're good on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to take advantage of people, man.
Exactly.
You know, and that's looking back at yourself like, wait a minute. First time, I didn't expect that. You know, that's a blessing from the Lord. Pray a blessing for that. Second time, I kind of felt a bit uncomfortable. I mean, it helped. I used it, definitely. But then I'm like, no.
Third time you was like, nah, I'm good.
Nah,
That's
that's
kind of going crazy.
Yeah, that's not.
But
You know,
the Lord put the spirit on her to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you did that.
and the Lord put a spirit on me.
Not to take the third time.
Yeah, and to tell her like, look,
Nah, good.
Just you can't be doing shit like that. Like,
I mean, you may have got it like that, but I mean,
well, certain people took the man. Let that happen with that nigga.
That's how it's
Let that happen with a nigga from North Carolina. It would have been over.
Or for that dude that was holding that guy in the pocket.
Ooh, you don't want to fall into my hand. Giving that nigga bands. Shit, man.
He nicknamed you the pocket.
That nigga Kanai in IUIC. The brother was saying, look, man, that guy lived in my house. I was paying for the house. My wife gave him a car.
Damn.
And I gave him money because he said he tried applying for jobs he couldn't work. And the nigga was on welfare. So it was just like, this nigga didn't want to do shit. And you know what he used? A bishop must be this and that. Just taking advantage of guys, man. At the end of the day, you a fucking apostles work, man.
So
Which they don't have to. But they choose to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
It's
choose
like,
to, man. That's the manly thing to do. To work. To provide, put food on your table.
Yo, if I'm willing and able, hey, someone, brother. If I'm willing and able, bro, and the Lord, I'm good, my brother. If I'm willing and able, there's no way I could just sit at home and do shit while I'm reaping off another. There's no way. I can't do that shit as a man, bro. But
It weighed heavy on my conscience. It weighed heavy on my mind. Like, damn, that's fucked up, you know? I do got a conscience. Plus, all the other bros over got conscience. You know?
that's the thing about Jake. Jake is supposed to have a conscience. These other nations, fuck them. They don't really give a shit. But Jake feels guilt. But some of these niggas is just evil, bro. No sort of godly guilt or remorse. Just, man. Hate not laborious work, man. And I was just talking to one brother on the side. I was saying, man, when I was doing laborious work, I would like it because it was like a physical workout. The only downside is them shits don't really pay much. Because there's two ways to make money. This and with this. this one typically pays a lot more because it's easier to replace somebody that could do this, somebody that could do this. You know, so
Somebody that can do this, it's hard to replace them.
harder to
A
replace
person
them.
that's a mule, you can replace a mule.
You can always get somebody to do something physical, man. But to get somebody to think to make, you know, great analytical decisions, well, you know, that's how come those people get paid a higher premium.
So Mark chapter 7, verse 15, it says, hate not laborious work, neither husbandry, which the Most High had ordained.
Yeah, so bro, that's telling you, yo, you should be a man that love to work. You know, love to go out, provide, and hustle and shit like that. And you know what? Let's say you have offspring, that's going to translate to them too.
Exactly. They seeing what you doing, and it's gonna. They're gonna be like, I'm gonna be exactly like mom.
Why you think Esau set up welfare? Because that shit is generational.
Yeah.
Like it's like a generational mind. Like, you know what? Fuck work. Let's just finesse the government and never work.
And also,
but Esau does that by design because Esau doesn't want you to get out of welfare.
exactly. And also, it's like a generational thing too. Whereas, all right, you grew up, your mother's a single parent. She got 3 daughters and a son. The son is an effeminate because he's raised by his mom, no pops around, and the daughters, they saying their moms having frequent, and they themselves are the product of. She got a father. My father's different from your father. We all got different fathers. So what do you think the daughter's gonna do?
Yo, bro, welfare and trust funds are pretty much the same, two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
And that's why this dude Warren Buffett was like, I'm gonna give my kids. And it's like, yo, you're not giving them all your billions. He was like, nah. He was like, I'm gonna give them enough to do something, but I don't want to give them too little where they can't do nothing. So pretty much, if you living by handouts, then you're never gonna learn how to accomplish it on your own.
See,
And that's how Esau sets up the society against Jake.
most of these international bankers, they children, they never worked a day, they never did no labor's life, working their life. They don't
But they
even
get
know what
money
it is.
with this, bro.
Yeah. And this is more powerful than this.
They got money using this shit. Telling them they did it deceitfully and wicked, of course. But they use their mind and shit, man. And then they make money to work for them. So, it's alright though. It's only for a season. They're gonna be in shackles soon enough. Go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 4. It says, the soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing. Right?
That's some lazy fucks, man. Tossing and turning on the bed, don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to go to work. Tossing and turning on the bed, tossing, but you have mad overhead. You got mad shit to take care of.
Right.
Like you could spring up when it's time for a party or barbecue. You spring right out of bed, put on your freshest shit. You know what I'm saying?
When it's time to go to the club, you're doing the same thing.
Right.
But when it's time to work,
I mean, to be real though, it feel like that some days. Work, but guess what? You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what
you got
do,
bills to
bro.
pay. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
you got
That's
the light bill, the rent, the food bill, the remnant you gotta put on your back. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta function.
You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to afford certain things.
Right.
I mean, the scripture says hate not laborious work. It don't say you gotta love it.
Right.
But just
Exactly.
like, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Especially when you got a newborn or a family or children.
That shit should make you want to go harder.
Yeah.
Right.
That should make me want to go harder because you're like, damn, it was just me. Now I got people depending on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It says, the soul of the sluggard desireth and had nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat.
And I was having a conversation with the elder, Dr. Zakba, in South Carolina about the whole thing. Not too much in depth. We were talking on WhatsApp. And we were pretty much in agreement. It's like, yo, Jake, look, man, we don't love it, but we got a responsibility, man. You might be paying child support and shit, for example. Now you're like, fuck, man, this shit sucks, me in hell. But that don't mean I'm just gonna forfeit. I gotta still do what I gotta do. I gotta still do what it's not. I'm not happy about it. But if I have to work more, I gotta work more. Yeah, it's just the hell that comes with being in Babylon, right?
Because if you quit your job, guess what? The child support payment's still gonna be there. They're just gonna accumulate more and more. Then they may lock your ass up. So it's best that's the pace you gotta do. What you gotta do, man. The Lord gonna uplift this burden upon us soon, man. We ain't gonna be going through this shit all the time for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? There is some kind of deliverance coming to those that the Most High choose to save, which will start the elect.
And to the brothers out there that is sincerely not doing the best financially, pray for wisdom. you know, and discretion in the world to, like, you know, don't just, yo, Lord, I'm praying for more money, and nah, pray for the Most High to give you wisdom how to get more money.
Yeah. How to maneuver.
Yeah, and don't feel fucked up asking. You know, I don't want this, after this lesson, bro, you never ask. Nah, bro, like,
You need it.
everything is discretion, bro.
You need it. It's exactly.
Discretion and sincerity, really.
You need it in sincerity. The brother's gonna, the spirit's gonna, is gonna have it
Yeah,
be made known that all right, this guy is not. He's really in the jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
So with that being said, man, you know what I'm saying? Just be considerate of other brothers. Don't take advantage of dudes that you know that's gullible, that's young in the faith, that's newly being introduced to this truth, and you feel you could maneuver around that and get them to give you all kind of money. Just because you got greed of gain, man. So, hey, man, you know.
Hey, so, you got anything else, brother?
All right. This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 4. It says, the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing.
Sure. You don't want that, man. You don't want to be out of a job because you're too lazy to get one, or you had a job, you're too lazy on your job, so they laid you off and they fired you because your performance was so low. Now you're looking around, scratching your head. 'Cause now, at the end of the month or the first of the month, them bills is popping up like, and you're like, oh shit! Now you even got you better have some savings. Now you squandering your savings on your bills. Now you out of luck. Now you got no job. You take it out of your savings, now put it back in.
Read that scripture real quick. I want to make this point. That's a good point.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 4. It says, the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold.
That's a man that would only work under certain conditions. You know, look, man, I need the money, but this job is too little. Money's too small. It's too, the temperature's too this is too far, and this is, you know what I mean? You gotta be just right, like the fucking Three Little Pigs.
Yeah.
This porridge, this job has to be just right for me. Hell, you know what I'm saying? The camps. Camp season is back. Why did it stop? Well, winter's too cold. So you need the right conditions.
I was like, wow.
Camp season back.
Camp season is back. Oh shit, I didn't know it left. I didn't know it was supposed to be.
Neither did I. I thought it was all around. In season and out of season.
Off season?
It's off season.
I thought it was year round.
I got my scriptures ready for the season. Nah, man,
I thought it was year round.
yeah, man, no, we supposed to work under any condition, in season and out of season. Right?
Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing.
Therefore, he shall beg in the harvest, because there were conditions needed for him to work, so he didn't work,
Now he's twisted.
and now he's fucked up begging. Right? So, again, brothers, hey, man, look, man, I remember, I'm not going to go too long, but I remember, man, I had to humble myself, get back in the workforce. I was working at a small-ass rate. I was like, fuck it, I got to work. So, you know, the Lord eventually put me back up, but, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to make those sacrifices.
Exactly.
Hey, with that, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shah, Ba'ashem, Kodash. The belongs to the apostles and death to the right.
Your way.
People, it's like,
Be your way.